Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So we have a lot to do in Skyhold today. We're going to be talking to companions, doing some quests that take place in Skyhold, and yeah, whatever else. So, if we go upstairs, we can find Dorian hanging out here. We're going to have a little chat with Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One
Yes.
moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Oh, I was enjoying the show.
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Always. Perhaps.
Today, at least.
Oh, you wound me. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Indeed. They say the Chantry is lying?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
He could be lying.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You're not responsible.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either.
Shocker.
You know that, yes?
Oh, I am aware. I don't need their thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Thanks, I guess. Okay.
You seem very interested in my opinions.
Apparently you have nothing else to say.
Try not to
Which
kill
is
anyone
odd.
without me.
But alright, Dorian. I guess I'll be seeing you later. Alright, let's talk to Fiona.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes?
Yes. I have to
I
sneeze.
should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, yet they demanded
Oh,
anything
goodness.
you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners.
Pardon
I was
me.
not expecting that.
Okay, what are we talking about? I missed that whole conversation. I believe in your cause. I have no
You
idea.
rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand.
Why?
I've been
Because
a
I'm an
Grey
elf and a
Warden,
mage?
Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things.
Yes.
Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
Okay. You were a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
I suppose. That didn't bother you.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You started the rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You still lead the mages?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
The circles will return?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
How did Alexius take control?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
Everything is well.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
Carry on. Carry
I'll
on.
leave you to it.
Okay, so that's probably... Oh, what's this? Oh boy. The veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics. I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier, or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more, in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them, or of what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perception than a physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is the act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation on the Fade as a physical manifestation by Moreno, senior enchanter of the Manrathis Circle of Magi, 655 steel. Interesting. Oh, what do we have here? The folly of General Not Shiritan. 4. And so it was that victory was absolute, and cheers were raised for General Not Shiritan. And so, buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Shiritan stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name. For had they not accepted her? Had they not thrived by her leadership? Had they not become comrades despite station and mass and nonsense of protocol? And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away amid calls of impostor and spy and other terms she could not know, for she still did not know Orlais. Charisma?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replaced Manave?
You're taking over the duties of Manave? Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability. What is she doing? I wasn't told.
What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition? I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition. What makes you particularly qualified? I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You're a tranquil?
You were made tranquil. Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing? Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Goodbye.
As you were. Yes, Inquisitor.
She doesn't sound tranquil like the other tranquils usually do, but... Okay, we turned in our research. Anything else? Anything else? No, no. Okay, so we're going to... Where does this go? 'Cause I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, is this where Vivian hangs out? Yeah, so this is where Vivian's gonna hang out later. Construction report, I think. Surfacing... Oh, construction report, surfacing. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid, some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is the Inquisition temporary? Amsel Masonry. Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail, and we're not failing the Inquisition. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Alrighty. Yes. We have a nice view of Skyhold, and all it has to offer. Let us continue. Oh, here's a mosaic, by the way. This is our completed mosaic for the hinterlands. Yeah, it would be. Pretty sure. So, that just goes back downstairs. We're not going to go there yet. So we are going to go upstairs. And Liliana is upstairs, so we'll have a chat with her. On the condition of your charges. Dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bowl installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news! I've managed to discourage Boulay from relieving herself on the soak rug Justinia gave you. Felician, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the Nugs. She's quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house. However, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Garter to take over Nug keeping, Sparrow. That is cute. Yes, Liliana loves Nugs, by the way. And I think she breeds them. If I remember correctly, she got into nug breeding. It's so freaking adorable. Note found in Skyhold's rookery. Saddler. Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it, Weaver? A fine time to close a border. The news is dire. The rumors that our warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra and the Marches. It will come west to Orlais. At the head it will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of Darkspawn. We must be ready to stare squarely into the eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like dogs and cats. We wardens are Orlesian by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that the King of Ferelden is dead, and his successor Logain MacTyr decrees that no warden set foot in the country. MacTyr, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have it out for our order, too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books made him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall of Volcheven to his recruits 930 Dragon. Blackwall, huh? Anyways. Hello, Liliana. I'd like to have a chat.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Aw, Cullen.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I blame Corypheus.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or we could have lost both.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
Yeah, Liliana, we're better. Come on. Why is this still here? Hey,
Did you need something?
we must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Tell me about it.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero of Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven, should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. That is something at least.
Okay.
I'll leave you to
I'm
your
sure
work.
she has more to say, but it's good. Let's go outside. I don't remember if there's anything outside, but we're gonna go outside. Yeah, there's nothing outside. So, we are going to head back downstairs, take the fast way down, and, Which way is outside? I think this way goes out. Yes. So, Cullen should be... Oh, you know what? He might not be over here. Okay, Cullen's not here, I guess. So... I think there might be something upstairs, though. Yeah, no, there's nothing upstairs. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go this way and see if I can find anything. Yeah, there's nothing that way, so we're gonna try this way now. Hey, hello. Just passing through. Oh. Ah, something to read. Alright, Hardened High Town, Chapter 5 by Varric Tethras. Jevlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Donin Bernakovic slunk out, defeated. We're not getting a warrant, are we? Jevlin looked almost relieved. No, Donin met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Jevlin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs, as if he thought he should be smaller. Hunched over in his brand new too large armor, he looked like a child playing at being a guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Jevlin said, almost speaking Donin's thoughts out loud. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm... He trailed off, then sighed. Questioning nobles in the middle of the night wasn't covered in training. Donin glared at the kid. I'm a city guard, and so are you, recruit. Nobody gets away with murder while we're on duty. Jevlin stood a little straighter. What do we do, then? The captain wants proof, Donin smiled. We bring her proof. Ho ho ho. Alright, so Varric's waiting here, so we're gonna go have a little chat with Varric about a certain somebody. Alright. We customized our hawk. So she looks kind of like what she did in Dragon Age 2.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor.
God, we look
I
like...
figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
It's so weird seeing them by each other. They look like sisters. Aside from one being an elf, of course.
Impressive view. Reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
I know how that feels.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Is it reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
I'm excited to see Alistair again. Anyways, what were you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Thank you.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it.
Oh,
Inquisitor.
right. What? Hi. I didn't... Okay. Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. I'm never really happy leaving Anders alone. Once I realized Wardens were acting strangely, I had no choice. I've seen Corypheus affect Anders' mind before. If he was involved, I couldn't risk it happening again.
What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
You fought Corypheus?
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's old Tevinter magic, but he was dead, I swear it.
I know how he did it, but I'm not going to explain it. So, anyways. Tell me about Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
Complicated. It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster. Or a hero. Or maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
Where have you been?
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. We thought that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to hunt for us. But all the circles were rising up by then. We helped a lot of them take that final step.
Nothing
We'll
now.
talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okie dokes. Anything else to say?
Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at Crestwood.
No, okay.
We'll talk later.
Right.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so. Moving along.
Majestic.
Oh.
How is a place like this ever lost?
Oh boy. So we are going to climb on the rooftops for a little bit here, because I believe there should be something up here. Come on. Not falling off. Yep, here we go. Alright, Belanaris Denon Hiem. Cataloging Skyhold. Elven arrow with inscription. An arrow, elven of course, because who else would be this fancy with a throwaway? I've talked weapon talk with traders before, and the squiggly scratching means make you dead. Or near enough. Well made. Have to be to keep its shape since whatever ancient sod around it's from. What? All I know is there are centuries of knocks in the walls. I have to patch. They keep an edge if they don't hit stone. Tell the men to mind their fingers. They got fresh blood on this one. Mason Gatsy. Okay, so I believe that is the only thing on the rooftops. So now we can go down.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
Indeed it does. It also has a lot of reading. Plant seeds in Skyhold's nursery to grow herbs. Construction report. Scaffolding. Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. The place was built to last, but that makes it a fight to build it up. Baronal Roofer. Approved. The Inquisition needs its people on good legs. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Okie dokie. So these pots we can plant seeds in. I don't think we have anything we can plant. I believe you get seeds from harvesting, but yeah. Elan Vimal.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimal.
Yeah, hello.
Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
Welcome aboard.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Okie dokes.
Inquisitor.
Oh boy. Where did you study?
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
Aha. Will your college help us?
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
How are we stocked?
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
You're a city elf?
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish.
It's not a useful identifier. I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. I'm sure that much was immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
I don't see why we
As
needed
you
to
were.
point that out, but hey,
Of course,
whatever.
Inquisitor.
Okay, bye. Sometimes we can be so rude. Mother Giselle.
Ah, Inquisitor,
Sup?
you have finally come into your own.
Sure,
The Maker
yeah.
has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Did you make me Inquisitor?
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
Indeed. I will prove myself worthy.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
I guess there is. Tell me about Corypheus.
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
An old god?
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams?
Yes, Dumat as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Corypheus disagrees with that.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Again, that sounds different.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Like my mark?
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark, could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always taught that the mark they bore was the shape of Darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
It matches, but not perfectly.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said. but not all of it.
The chant of light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible. Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything. And how many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons, like the Canticle of Chartan. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
Okay.
Inquisitor,
Was there anything else? How are the people, I guess?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
what would you like to know?
How are people at Skyhold?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part, to see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost, and traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
Of course. How are people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Indeed it is. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay. Um... Is there anybody else? I don't think so. Hello, Lisette.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Okay. That it?
Your worship.
Alright. I guess I'll go in this room then. Oh, hello. Bride of the Maker. Maker, though I am but one, I have called in your name, and those who come to serve will know your glory. I remembered for them, they will see what can be gained. And though we are few against the wind, we are yours. Canticle of Trials, 5:1. Letter to an Inquisition agent. My darling Wilbur, I am so proud of you. We hear so much about the Inquisition in the village. It makes me happy to know you are doing your part. I am sorry about what happened to Haven. I will light a candle in the chantry for the fallen. Please take care of yourself. I know what you're like when things get busy, and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. You must take care of yourself before you can help save the world, you know. Don't forget to eat. You're still in the mountains? It must be cold and wet. Why couldn't it be a fort in the hinterlands? Then you'd be closer to home. Well, dress warmly. Shall I send you a blanket? I think that should say send, but that's fine. Anyway, you should write more often. I don't understand why you can't tell me what you're doing. You shouldn't keep secrets from your mother. Love always, Mother. P.S. What do you mean I have to address the letters to Rector? Is that what they call you there? Why, your name is Wilbur Quigley. It's a good name. Wilbur was your uncle's name. He fought in the Battle of Riverdane. We are all so proud of him. Are you ashamed of your given name? Why are you ashamed, Wilbur? Oh my god. Probably because Rector is his spy name or whatever. Okay, I think that's everything out here. Alright, so...
Hello,
Yes,
Inquisitor.
3 shipments.
Honored to help with... Honored, Inquisitor.
Hello.
Gotzi Sturhold. Did my part on the walls, and now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us.
Yes.
Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
I can only imagine who that was. What are these tiles?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Okay, so do I have to find that? I'm not gonna read that.
Stone met, Inquisitor.
I think that's it.
Another time.
Okay.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
I see Varric. Hello, Varric. I can come back later.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Aww. Aww. Just be my friend.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you?
What am I to you then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't sing. I'm still me, though.
Whatever I am to Thedas, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right.
Yep.
I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Sure. Oh, I love Varric. Okay, Varric, let's talk some more.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
I always have time for you. I have questions about Hawk.
I read
Do
your
I, though?
Tale of the Champion, and I have a...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Okay, no we don't.
Go ahead.
I didn't think
Looking
so.
for someone to talk
Yes,
your ear
yes.
off? I think I can oblige.
I guess we'll discuss the Inquisition.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
You might want to keep an eye on Liliana. At this point, I think her secrets have secrets. Someone needs to get her out of the fortress for a while. Take a walk or something. She's starting to twitch.
Gotta touch grass, you know. Let's discuss Josephine.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
You might want to find some tasks for her before she rearranges the war room again.
Tell me about Cullen.
What do you think of our general?
He seems to be doing a decent job. He's starting to remind me of my friend Aveline, actually.
Aw. How's Liliana doing?
What do you think of Leliana's work?
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side.
Understood.
Good to know.
Back to work, then. Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me?
Okay, I guess
I'm
not.
flattered.
Okay.
Thanks,
No problem. I've got a minute if you need something.
Tell me about Red Lyrium.
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Oh, okay, here we go. Why would Templars take it?
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a Lyrium statue, anyway. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
That's enough for
I
now.
think that's
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I've
sure
got
there
a
was
minute if you
another
need
thing to
something.
ask about it, so we'll just go back over
I'll tell you
there.
what I can.
How does it petrify people?
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person. And I don't want to find out.
Fair enough.
I think that's a...
Okay.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Tell me about Corypheus.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
Okay. How did you find him?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
Why didn't they just kill him?
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
There's also another reason, but again, I will not spoil that, so. What is he?
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
You said he should be dead.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Enough about Corypheus.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure that's everything for Varric. So, now we are going to go... Don't remember what's this way. Huh? Wait. Nope. Been here already. Don't want to go that way. This way? Oh wait, this is the war room. And the basement? Okay, I guess we'll go this... Wait. Yeah, because that's our room. Oh my goodness. We will do that in a bit here. We'll go to the Undercroft. It's where the blacksmith lives.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Yes. Let us read the Undercroft. Cataloging Skyhold, Undercroft editions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. Structural evaluation for Lady Llewellyn's consideration. Mason Getsy. Camera. Thank you. My camera just did not move for a second there. So that was exciting. Special shipments. Oh, we got some schematics. Ooh-ah. We can tint our armor now. We can buy stuff. Let's talk to Harriet, and then...
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time you need.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Bring anything from Haven?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Everything is functional?
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Indeed. Goodbye.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, I'm gonna do a few things around here and then we'll continue forwards. Okay, so we're gonna move back into the main hall. And we're going to keep on going around and talking to people. Next, we should probably investigate. Actually, let's go. Yeah, we'll go here, talk to Josephine. And then we'll go look at the war room.
I've made some inquiries into
And
the
then we'll go
Imperial
downstairs.
Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better.
Okay.
The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
We'll save the Empress.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Indeed. That's where we need to be.
We need to attend this ball.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Okie dokes. Josephine, let's have a chat.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters.
Yes.
Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Yes, let's keep up appearances.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
And you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I wish we'd saved more lives.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Awesome. Such as a week's worth of bathing?
I'd be delighted if you could conjure up a marble bath within the next hour.
I'll attempt to add that to the list.
Yes.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's magic, not holy.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll be fine.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
Yet.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
A
situation requires your attention, Inquisitor.
Does
Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Okay. Can they be reasoned with?
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics, we should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
Why are the nobles interested?
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Send some diplomats.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jada I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there's much to be gained by winning them over.
Okie dokes.
What may I do for you?
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded.
Oh, how are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia in the halls. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins.
Yes. Okay, well, I think that's enough of that then. Let's head up the war room here. Oh, goodness. Maybe we have some Inquisition perks we can use to get things. Oh, yes. Okay, so I have one, which I think we need deft. We still can't get deft hands. I need one more thing. Okay, well, fine. We are going to do enhanced studies. So next time we can get deft hands and lockpick things. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. I need, okay, so we are, hold up. Western approach. I should open 20, I have 22 power. Just kidding. Okay, upon the waking sea, we found what we were looking for, an ancient vault all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, no doubt untouched for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and what we found within was interesting. According to an agent named Rion, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of the sacred ashes. He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It is a significant find that will undoubtedly prove of great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all the debris. Enhanced Belt of Urgency. Then we have an ally from Starkhaven. I look forward to future collaborations with the Inquisition. Please accept this gift from the Vale family's coffers. May it be put toward relief efforts in Haven. In Andraste's loved Prince Sebastian. So we got some money. And then Theronfall Redoubt. Thanks to the distraction provided by Inquisition scouts, the Chargers were able to get into Theronfall Redoubt. It's largely deserted, but there are clear signs that the Templars joined a much greater force. We found a refined form of lyrium and a large number of Templar corpses. Judging by their wounds, they were executed after falling ill. We also found signs of demonic activity, although there were no rifts present. This place was home to something powerful and malevolent. And judging from the signs of violence at the redoubt, it fled when the main force of Templars lapped. Lieutenant Cremisius Aclesi. So we got some influence, red lyrium, and an amulet of power, probably for Iron Bull. So, okay, first things first is we're gonna do protect Clan Llewellyn. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. Dalen, I would not trouble you normally. You have enough on your shoulders, fighting ancient Tevinter magisters while representing your people. Unfortunately, the rifts that plague this land have spread chaos and fear along with them, and many seek to take advantage of it. Bandits are attacking Clan Llewellyn. The raiders are well armed and heavily armed, and they come in numbers our hunters cannot match. We had settled in a small unclaimed valley not far from Wycombe. A safe place with few rifts, but these bandits may force us to seek a new home. If your Inquisition can help, you might save our clan much hardship. Daras Shiral, Keeper Istimethorial Llewellyn. Alright, so choosing the wrong thing can screw this all up and kill your entire clan. Yeah, okay. These seem too powerful to be mere bandits. My skirmishers can harass their flanks and give the Dalish a chance to retreat safely while I uncover the truth. The Duke of Wycombe is an Inquisition ally. It is odd for him to let bandits so close to his city. Perhaps he could help the Dalish, or no simple bandits would attack a Dalish camp with such force. My troops can give the Dalish much needed support. Okay, I looked it up just to save myself some troubles. So Josephine, the clan dies. Liliana, you uncover the truth behind the bandits. Cullen, you just fight them off. So we're doing Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Right. Okay, next. We need an Arcanist, I think. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and master craftsmithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The war and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts, and at least 1 explosion, have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. We'll just send Cullen. Alright, the Arcanist has been secured. Despite great costs and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages, she awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Woohoo! Now, specializations, we need these. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific. I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. So Josephine is the only one who can go. The circles may have dispersed, but we still have our contacts. There are powerful mages not tied to the rebellion who can offer training.
At your service.
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. So we just unlocked specializations. That is like a whole quest line, basically, to unlock the ability to use specializations. So, now, we'll do conscript for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties, and we have cause. Dados will require little persuasion. So, information and conscripts are well enough, Inquisitor, but gold secures these things and more. And we need to bolster our forces. Let me conscript more soldiers. Let's go with Cullen.
To work?
Get more soldiers. And then Josephine. Wild Lotus and Dawn Lotus are both found in the fallow mire. The area is also known for summerstone and blue vitriol. Now that the Inquisition has established a camp in the region, they could instruct the men to seek out these resources and send anything they find to Skyhold. Let our forces collect whatever they can where it's safe. Okay, well, we'll just do that.
Let us begin.
Whatever. Okay. Next, we are going to leave the war table and head outside. I think. No, we're going to the basement. We're not going outside. Oh, wait. But first we have to watch the specialist come in. Okay. So I do need to go to the Undercroft to talk to, oh goodness, what is her name?
Inquisitor?
I don't remember her name. She was in Origins, though. I'm pretty sure.
Inquisitor?
Hey.
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there.
So cute.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed.
Dagna! Yes, Dagna.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. And the breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harriet's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost safely. Almost safely. What are your skills?
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in this mythcast. So the hammer and tongue, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
Tell me about enchanting.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You can make masterworks?
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay, we still have more to talk about. Where did you study magic?
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful.
Yay!
With that
That was
sanction,
us.
I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
Grave Warden helped you?
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
Aww. The Warden sounds special.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. She saved us. She saved me.
Aw. You must have learned a lot.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The Surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
Aw. You gave up your home.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
Enough excitement for now.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
Still got lots
Mind
to
your
talk
step
about,
for
though.
things, Inquisitor.
You noticed the anchor?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Why did you agree to join us?
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Veil? Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
Let's talk about your title.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it.
Aww.
I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
I want something crafted.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not normal. It's manipulation of primal forces, and I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. Let's see together.
Okay, so that is everything for Dagna. So now we can just craft better weapons and armor and stuff. So now, I wonder if Herod has anything to say. Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay.
Inquisitor.
What do you think of Dagna?
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense. It needed work.
And fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
Yes, she is.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
So I guess I will have an item enchanted and create a masterwork. Okay, so I did craft a weapon, but I cannot enchant anything because I can't make runes and I don't have any runes. So we're not going to do that. We need to go to the basement though, because there's some stuff in the basement. Right, so I'm going to probably get lost because I always get lost in the basement. Okay. Okay, well I guess I read that. Okay, the First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I am not understating when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thedas. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these Darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth, to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they sought, Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence, before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. With the Darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Pyramids of Par Vollen. The island called Par Vollen was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Qunari, and has been held by them ever since. But while the Qunari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Kunindar comes to mind. Par Vollen had a rich history before the Qun ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Kunindar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of vast cities that proclaim in silence, "We were here." Par Vollen's distinctive pyramids, looming from the overgrowth, have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramids' proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they served some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps? Anvan Therastes has observed that the shape of the Par Vollen pyramids seems perfectly to match the constellation Solium. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Qunari came to Par Vollen as conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps weapons alien even to the Qunari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? One answer may lie in what remains of their temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings that adorn them. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there, odd figures are depicted, tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were these horned figures to the ancients of Par Vollen? Priests? Ritualistically crowned? Heroes? Gods, perhaps? We may never know the truth, but when the Qunari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Qun, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Par Vollen saw an old legend returning to them. This is all supposition. The humans of Par Vollen are Qunari now, their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy, yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day greater scholars may hear what they have to say, from a compiled history of the occupied north by Renatus of Aislay. There's so much to read in here. The folly of General Not Shiratan, 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of Not Shiratan was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret, meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and weary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Shiratan, imposing less than half the prescribed lashes, and sparing her and her lord the gallows. They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Shiratan was henceforth her name. What is green? What is green? Imagine I should present to you an object which to my mind is of indisputable greenness and ask, does this thing appear to you to be green? Naturally, you might say that it does, for you have come to recognize the appearance of the color of the object to be green, associating the word with what your eyes see. But could it be my understanding of green differs entirely from yours? What if, perchance, you could see into my mind? You might realize that all things that I name green are actually red in your understanding. Ah, without the moorings of objective truth, we are set adrift in oceans of solitary experience. The promising opening to a lecture given by Karsten Groeck, philosopher, poet at the University of Orlais. The lecture's quality dropped significantly after this point and ended quickly when Groeck subjected audience members to a poorly constructed ode to chartreuse. Chartreuse? He fled from the auditorium under fire from students armed with overripe red tomatoes. I believe that is everything in this room. So now, there should be a kitchen down here.
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
Indeed. Alright, so we have more to read. There's so much to read. Another note from the Skyhold kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. And check the sugar daily to make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Head cook donation. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing toward a crude drawing of a phallus. Okay. A note from the Skyhold kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes 500, flour 50 sacks, dried peas 100 sacks. Salted meat as much as possible, willow switches 4 to break in the new kitchen hands. Okay. Yet another note from the kitchens. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. Head cook donation. Some people would beg to differ, but okay. So we're not going to go outside here yet. Because we have to go in this room. Vint 9, Rowan's Rose. Oh, okay. These are the things we've collected. So this is our alcohol collection room, if we may. So now, I think we can go outside now. I think that's everything down here. So here we have the stables, and then a bunch of shops and stuff. So
our mounts have never had better.
Yes, indeed. I just spent a bunch of money on our mounts, but that's cool.
Pride of the stables, Inquisition. Never seen a finer mount.
Indeed. How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
How's the family?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things. And that's how I like
Perfect.
it.
Goodbye.
Make her be with you.
Okay. Blackwell's not here right now. Blackwell's not here right now. Okay, this is normally where Blackwell would hang out. I don't think there's anything upstairs. Nope.
It was an archdemon.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service.
Hello.
I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
How is business?
How are you doing? Good business?
Building, always building, thanks to you.
The tradesmen?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
What can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central.
While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
Where is Sigrid?
Sigrid survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Okay, you're master of your group.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
Fair enough.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Alright, another note. Construction report mixed elements. I'll match best I can, but there are two substructures here. Skyhold was built in stages, or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane. Foundation repair. 2 words. The Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pendergast. Okay, so we need to have
The
a
order was sent?
chat
Yes, Commander.
with Cullen.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Do you ever stop working?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I hope I'm a good leader.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
I should refrain from flirting with Cullen as much as I want to. I trust your advice.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Aw. Come back here, Cullen.
Was there something you needed?
Okay. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Indeed. That's all.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Okay, I gotta get Cole. Look for Cole. Here we go. Yay. Oh.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet.
God, Vivian,
it has
you're
no
so
business
rude.
being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
He helped us.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. and yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Yes. Explain more of possession. May as well.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for
We must
himself.
protect.
Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
I'm sure Solus can find him.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Are you alright?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're a friendly spirit?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything.
Aww.
I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Oh. I guess we'll end his pain.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Yay! We have Cole. Vivian should be back in her place, and Cole should be in his place, so we'll have to go hunt down Vivian. But now we need to talk to our specialists.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
Surgeon,
And
you
you
okay?
are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
I welcome any assistance.
The Inquisition is open to any allies.
Warmth I do not often find. Thank you. I am of the Mortalitazi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
Okay, Mortalitasi.
What is a Mortalitazi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
You raise the dead.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
Oh, why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone. Yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify? Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are saved. If that is your concern.
It makes a point. Anyways, we're just gonna say, show me what's involved.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
Alright, so if I remember correctly, Dorian has the Necromancer specialization
Inquisitor?
class
Is there
thing?
something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Are there many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Are you new here?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Don't we have mages?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
Okay.
As you were.
Your worship.
Goodbye. Let's talk to your trainer.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
I welcome you.
Thank you for coming to train me.
What? Oh yes, of course. You're welcome. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it.
Okay.
Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
Great. So this should be, I believe, Solas's specialization. Rifts are a recent phenomenon.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Who told you to study rifts?
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
What is your name?
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Okay, why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force.
Okay.
Crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Show me how to begin.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Okie dokies. Hello.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Welcome, Commander.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit.
Okie dokes.
I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Okay, so I believe that this is Vivian's specialization. An elf has a human rank.
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Where have you served?
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
Show me what's involved.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Yeah, so I usually go with a Rift Mage. But I don't know what I'll go with this time. Probably Rift Mage, but we'll see. Is there nothing in here? I see nothing of use. So, let's move on to the next thing. Secret! Where did you come from?
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is.
Aw, come on,
I mean,
dude.
Thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
Okay. Bye. We have a note here. News from Thetis. Haven destroyed by darkest menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survived and have found refuge elsewhere. Crier Belenos. So we're gonna go this way first. This should take us down into the dungeons, I believe.
With allies come enemies, and now we have a place to hold them.
Indeed. Indeed we do. Except for we only have 3 cells because the other ones are caved in, but I think this is just, yeah. Prison structural evaluation. Harder job this. Structural fractures throughout. Major blocks shifted. It settled over an age or more, so I had the workers shore it up and call it stable. I don't recommend rebuilding. If we change the weight distribution, it might stress cracks we can't see. I've seen failures like this before, in dams, with the pressure of a flood behind them. What caused that in a prison this size? I don't want to know. Structural evaluation for Lady Lavellin's consideration. Mason Getsy. Watch me fall off. So, I don't believe there's anything. Can't use half of these cells though, unfortunately. Oh wait, there's some over here we can use. But there's nothing of interest out here, so let's head back in. Hey.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, Sarah, you're up next.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Andraste, what did I step in?
I didn't expect it either.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
Okay. Corypheus seems real enough.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Okay, do you believe or not?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Pick whatever cause you want.
As long as you're reliable when we go Magister hunting, stay for whatever reason you like.
Like don't have nuts to do with it. Not when we're tracking monsters that shouldn't be. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order, for now.
That almost makes sense.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on.
Yeah.
But first, food. I'm starving.
Okay. So now Sarah's gone. Nope, she's still here. Just kidding. Hey Sarah, I guess I'll keep talking to you.
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Why did you really join me?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Seems like there's more to it.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Cool. That's about it then.
Go on.
Bye. Next. Oh, there's Vivian. Vivian hates me.
Standards. That'll
Yeah.
guide the...
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
Don't look at me.
I didn't choose Haven. Cassandra and Leliana did.
Accepting a bad choice blindly is hardly a virtue, darling.
Alright,
You left
calm
yourself
down.
vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation. one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Aha. Corypheus will pay for this.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry? Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use.
Can also kill you.
Our
but
enemy
hey,
advances,
whatever.
Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
I don't understand why this game cannot focus on people's faces. Also, did Vivian leave? Okay, well, I guess I gotta go hunt her down when I want to talk to her. I don't really want to talk to her, though. Is that bad? Hey, Blackwell.
So, this is Skyhold.
How's it going?
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Okie dokie.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
And we'll be ready for him.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. And when he came after you, he really made it personal. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Aw. Aw. Okay. No flirting. Let's say thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn.
Aw.
Look,
Is it though?
in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
No. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Aw, Blackwall. That's not true. I always have time for you. Okay, where am I? I'm just gonna jump down here. Oh, best part about Skyhold is you don't take fall damage. Okay. Let's see. Blackwall must have moved to his location. So that's great. Let's see if there's anything inside here. Okay, well there was nothing in there, but we're gonna talk to Iron Bull. Hello, Iron Bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Okay, you had something to show me.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Say little.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Say little.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
Why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
This is good.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
He's still outside? Okay, well, he's inside now, so I guess we'll
Someone
talk.
left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Okay, this is technically a quest, I guess. It opens up some dialogue. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, let me read first, and then we'll talk to Cassandra. Construction report. Brick marks. Skyhold has stolen bricks. Found a brick mark I know from my elder's notes. Fired in Highever before it was sacked in 480. That was Orlais, but the style isn't, so it was probably looted. There may be others. That time is long past, but the Inquisitor should know where they live. Ganon, Mason. Our cause rights a greater wrong. Crimes of the past will be eclipsed soon enough as this becomes the home of the Inquisition, but send word to Highever so they can amend their histories. Commander Cullen. Hello, Cassandra. Oh.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I'm gonna intervene.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What's done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Oh, come on. Oh, we need to work together. I love you both. Stop fighting.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
Children, behave.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if it had been different?
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
We're all fools, Cassandra.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Yes.
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Yeah, except for the Maker didn't send me, but we'll just ignore that fact.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Is it?
Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Of course. Tell me about yourself.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Will she talk about her brother now?
Tell me about...
I would
No,
prefer
okay,
not
that's
to speak of Ant.
Okay, goodbye, Cassandra. There is a room here. And a... Hawk, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. So this is our quartermaster now. Hello.
Oh, Bells, it's you.
Hi.
Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
What are your qualifications?
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
Where is Quartermaster Thren?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
Are we well supplied?
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
Okay, goodbye. What?
As you are.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Okay. Requisitions. I cannot fulfill any of them, so that's fun.
Of course.
Okay, but I think we need to talk about why the heck Hawk's here, because I'm pretty sure Hawk's not supposed to be here unless she, like, fell through the roof, which I don't think she's even above us. Let her home. Father, no, I will not come home. I know what happened to Haven. I was there, and I am not afraid of death. If none of us are brave enough to stand, then all of us will fall. I am your son. If you trust nothing else, trust me. The Inquisition is our only hope. I also would like to request that you stop using such language to refer to the Inquisitor. It is not what you think. She's not trying to replace the divine, or the chantry, or become a god. I know it's hard for you to see an elf in a position of such power, but I think it's time for you to think about why you feel the way you do about them. Don't you remember the stories of Andraste and the elves who helped her? If the Inquisitor is really Andraste's herald, maybe it's Andraste sending us a message, telling us to let go of our foolish hatreds. I just hope you'll be able to see that this is what I want and what I feel is my duty. I think Mother would be proud, and I know she would want you to be proud of me too. Your son and dedicated Inquisition soldier, Eustace. Well. Oh, there's an upstairs. And another note. Pamphlet, lift your voices. Greetings, Inquisition. Oh god. I hope you're excited for our next meeting. I certainly am. In these dark times, fellowship and song will keep us from the depths of despair. So let us lift our voices and our spirits. Here are the pieces we will be learning in the upcoming weeks. Lyrics and musical notation are available in the archives, so come prepared. And we have a list of songs. Although there were many votes for Andraste's Mabari, I have decided to leave it off the list, as attempts to perform it tend to leave most choir members a sobbing mess. Oh, Sinquisitor Faye. P.S. I understand that some of you object to being called the Sinquisition. If you can't come up with a better name, it is not your place to criticize. And no, the Harry Heralds is not a better name. What? Okay, anyways, moving right along. Hello, Scout Harding.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Tell me about yourself.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Okay.
I have to go.
She probably has more to say, but we're gonna move on. This video is already very long. And I do want to try to clean up a lot here, so. Herald's Rest, a place for all in service here to rest, recoup, and persevere. Though ways the heart remember best, your saving grace, the Herald's Rest. Nice.
Our heroes strode the winding road.
Tavern notices.
Uncertain pause for home and cause when met the monster's smile.
Archery contest, Saturday. All challengers welcome. Sisterly Liana to judge, except Varric and Bianca.
A man his kin, through blood and sin, a bastard of the gloom. A rising cut through bone and gut, an awful skyward blue.
Take back the sky, a tavern cheer. Now gather ye drunkards, that's how these begin, the songs of our heroes of wars and our kin. Well, now the fight's ours, and none of us cowers. We'll drink to all hours, 'cause we know we can win. Oh! They cut into heaven and called it a door. The herald will lead us to even the score. We'll take back the sky, and we'll give them the floor. We'll take back the sky, and we'll give them the floor. The beast was upon us, our hopes all but drowned. At our necks a monster, at our heels a hound. But we found a fortress, and it's frigging gorgeous. So join in the chorus and down a new round. Oh! He cut into heaven, we said it before. Andraste will guide us to even the score. We'll take back the sky, and we'll give him the floor. We'll take back the sky, and we'll give him the floor. We look to our leader and heft up our crest to show this Corypheus we're not impressed. He thinks we've been mastered, we'll beat down the bastard, and then we'll get plastered, we're blessed by the best. Oh, he cut into heaven, now sing it once more. Inquisitor, lead us to even the score. We'll take back the sky and we'll give him the floor. We'll take back the sky and feed him his lie and black his foul eye. Let all arrows fly, and then we'll have pie. Die, 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 die. We'll take back the sky and we'll give him the floor. An exercise in rhyme by Meriden, a minstrel to our fine Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
How can you help?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
You're a bard.
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way If only I can give your deeds their due.
Okay, bye.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best,
Next,
Inquisitor.
we have our best boy, Creme de la Creme. Hello.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it.
Hmm.
We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Alright, how can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Tell me about the Chargers.
Can we talk about the Bull's Chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Tell me an interesting job.
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
There was the time with the spiders. Big old beast had taken over some Navarran lady's winter estate, with a full season to lay eggs. Hanging from the chandelier, scuttling over the tapestries, webbing up the bath. Don't really have a story about it. It's just a lot of spiders.
Ooh.
We'll talk later.
No, thank you. I hate spiders. Iron Bull, do you have anything?
Can I help you?
No. Okay, goodbye.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Right. That's why.
Inquisitor.
So.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin?
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
Welcome to the Inquisition.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
Indeed. Where did you train?
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
In bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home, during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
Fair enough. If you're so jaded, why join?
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
And if I could fight, I'd be in a helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything. Who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it.
Fair enough.
Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
How is morale?
What's the current mood?
Turgid?
Okay. Know any rumors?
What's the word out there?
I hear the Arishak was replaced by the Arishak, but he better watch out. In the shadows, the Arishak.
As you were.
Very informative.
Inquisitor.
Thanks. Let's go upstairs next. Yeah, Creme likes to sit on his chair for some reason. Stand on his chair. Sorry, you sit in a chair. You don't stand on a chair. Unless you're trying to read something up high.
I hope I can help somehow.
Hi.
Maybe cleaning?
Something like that.
Hello.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, Your Worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way. I hope I can help
Is that it?
somehow. Maybe cleaning.
Okay, well, you're gonna be more useful later, once we complete your operations. If I do it correctly, that is. Okay, I am stuck. Sarah should be over here. No, maybe. Well, this is Sarah's place. Anyways, Sarah's Cabinet of Wonder, whose it was. Delivered one cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities. If resources should be spent on such things, Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner circle soft. Lizard scratched out, rough and weird. Hala, fake. Real ones stink. Cards, little worlds. Goblet, fancy cup. Cup, shit goblet. Bottle, warden, strong. Bottle, Teventer, piss weak. Stupid sword. There's a small blood stain. Silk, bolts, not arrow bolts, soft. Make something. I think that minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. The song is creepy. Okay.
Of course.
I didn't think there was nothing else in here, but you can go outside the window, but I don't think there's anything out there. We don't have much reason to go there right now, so we're not going to. We're going to go upstairs. Because Cole should be upstairs.
I don't know.
Look for Cole. Oh.
What are you doing?
listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Do you hear everything?
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Wait, what?
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
We're just gonna wait and watch. Why not?
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
Nice work.
She doesn't blame herself anymore?
Oh, wait.
Not as much.
Was that a question? Oh,
It
well.
was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Indeed, and now I am way the hell down here, so back up to the tavern we go. Hey, Cole.
A man.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Oh.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Talk about how you think.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Explain the helping process.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
You think about our friends?
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Soulless, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, soulless, but somehow sorrows.
Oh. What do you see in me?
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful, meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Aw. Seems a sad way to be.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Anything?
He didn't kill his father. He was his father.
Okay, tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
You went to Adamant.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
Tell me of Seeker Lambert.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Why go to the Seeker Fortress?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
Oh. You were at the rebellion?
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Reese was your friend?
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
I could find them.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
Oh, you killed mages?
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought.
Oh boy.
Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free.
Oh boy.
When
Oh
Rhys
boy.
found
Oh
out,
dear.
he
Robin.
made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
Okay. My cat decided to jump in the window and knock a couple things over, so that was fun. I have no idea what we were talking about. You set them... You made a mistake?
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Oh, Cole.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? Never trust half an elf.
Okie dokes. Let's... You've done odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
You left plums by the window.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Ask something else. Well, just say goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
I'm gonna loot this, thank you. Okay, this video is really long. I'm gonna leave this video here. Next time we can talk some more with Cole and we'll talk with Vivian. And we'll clean up whatever else we need to do here. But, yes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!